Hello to all my friends out there, and this video is what to stockpile and what to do with it after you stockpile. So if you want to see the videos on this, just scroll down, I stockpiled 10 pounds ham, 10 pounds chicken, and I got those for 99 cents a pound. I located the deal on the food ads. And then I checked it out. I got both of those at Ralph's. Two packages of hot dogs, 2 packages of chorizo, 2 packages of sausage, and 10 pounds of hamburger patty mix. So if you want to see the video, just scroll down on this. And I made mention of products containing soy. And these 10 pounds of hamburger patty mix do contain some soy, but I think that's okay. That isn't the only beef I intend to eat, but this is enough food for a month. Then potatoes, 10 pounds, sweet potatoes, 10 pounds. But when I buy sweet potatoes, I like to try before I buy, because sometimes I don't like the sweet potatoes. And 2 pounds rice, and I buy the rice at Dollar Tree, 2 pounds for $1, and that's a good deal. So between these two, all you need then is frozen vegetables, margarine, oil and shortening, milk, eggs, and cheese. Okay, and here is my meal plan. 7 cheap dinners, ham with mashed sweet potatoes and frozen vegetables. This was supposed to be pancakes with eggs and sausage. Salmon patties with mashed potatoes and broccoli and cheese. Hot dogs with chili and corn, chorizo with eggs and potato burrito. When you make the chorizo and eggs and potato burritos, if you have leftover baked potatoes and you save them until the next day, your chorizo with eggs and potato is going to come out a lot better. But you can also, grate your potatoes like hash browns too. That's good. So, but the way most people make them is you fry the chorizo in a little oil, and then you add the potatoes, that are already baked, and you cut them in cubes, and then you break the eggs over them, and you serve with salsa. 6, barbecue chicken with mashed potatoes and frozen vegetables. How I make the barbecue chicken in the oven is I dust the chicken with flour, and I melt a little margarine in the pan, salt, pepper, and then bake 350, turn halfway, and then I put some barbecue sauce. I've done videos on that. Ham with yams and frozen vegetables. So that's good. I mean, you can make all kinds of things with ham. Okay, so why all these treats? Well, you have to have a few treats if you're going to drink tea. Okay, so the first tea I made was regular tea, and it's 4 bags tea and 4 cups water. And I bought this tea at Dollar Tree. It's $1 for 100 bags. And it's good tea, and it's pretty strong, so you can dilute it. And then I made dilute green tea for drinking at night, and I bought this 100 bags for $1 at Dollar Tree, and that's 3 bags tea and 3 cups water, and I dilute that too. I like the green tea with frozen fruit, well, any iced tea with frozen fruit. And then for like special little parties, I like mint tea, 1 cup. You know what is really good? Mint tea, 1/2 mint tea, 1 cup mint tea, 1 cup soy milk. And, but the way I usually have the mint tea, and I do love it, is 1/16 teaspoon cinnamon, mint tea, and lemon and honey. That is very delicious. Okay, so these are cowboy cookies. Now, this is 1/2 batch cowboy cookies. And so on the cowboy cookies, these are really, really good, and they're substantial cookies. So like a couple cookies when you're making these is enough. And I like these cookies because it's chocolate chip, nuts, and raisins. And so when I make half a batch, I add, I'm going to give you the recipe in a few minutes, but it calls for a whole package of chocolate chips, and I don't know exactly how many raisins, but what I did for the half a batch is I added 1/2 cup raisins, nuts, and chocolate chips, and that is more than enough. And these are really, really good. And then this is the Irish soda bread, and this is peanut butter that I bought at Dollar Tree, and this is my homemade jam, and I will give you the recipe in a minute. And so here is the homemade jam. This is good. Nuts are good in this bread too. I didn't put any, but it's good. And this is my lemon bread, and anything lemon is super delicious with tea. Okay. All these things can be made with the food you're going to have in your food storage. Okay, I stockpile milk. I buy this milk at Dollar Tree. I look around for the evaporated milk, the cheapest place possible. Sometimes I can get it for like 84 cents. Coconut milk, and I had soy milk, but I drank it all with my tea. And I bought this peanut butter at Dollar Tree for $1. And I'm pricing peanut butter before I buy it. And I think the best deal is Walmart, the big jar. And this is my strawberry jam that I made, and I will give you the recipe in a minute. Now, these are my salmon burgers, and I have a really, really good recipe. Can you please come help me? I have a really, really good recipe. It's the old-fashioned recipe, which I like better than my tuna burger recipe. But I couldn't find it. And then I bought this chopped broccoli, and thank God my assistant came, at Ralph's. And I like this one because I like to drizzle cheese on the top. And I get about 4, can you get a close-up of my salmon patties? And then I bought these yams because I wanted to try them before I bought a lot. And then I bought these breadcrumbs at Walmart. But if you don't have any breadcrumbs, you can just toast bread and grind it in the blender. And this is the salmon I bought. So 4 salmon patties is pretty good. And then I bought this vinegar for $1 at Dollar Tree, and this lemon. I like to keep this because you'll see when I start doing the recipes, I used a lot of lemon in my stuff. Okay, and then I bought these chocolate chips at at Grocery Outlet for $2.99, but it's 12 ounces, and I knew I was going to be doing a lot of baking. Okay, so back here I have the oatmeal, and I bought those $1, and I use those in the cookies, and we make smoothies with that too. And this is my old-fashioned rice pudding, and I'll give you the recipe in a little while. And this is the eggs I bought at Grocery Outlet, and I found them to be a really good deal. So, you know, when you're buying food for a month, you want to locate the best deal you can on eggs. And then what I did is I froze my milk. You know, it was going to expire, and I didn't have enough time to use it, so I froze it, and that's what I made the rice pudding with. And then I bought this pancake syrup and this it's pancake waffle, but why I like this one is add water only. You know, what if you run out of eggs? And here are the nuts I bought. And I bought these for $7.99 at Grocery Outlet. And back here is the flour. You want to stockpile with flour. I bought 2 for 1 month. And I got a good deal. I think it's very important to make sure you're getting wheat flour. Sugar, and this is baking soda and baking powder. And I bought these chili beans at 99 cents only. And if you notice the expiration date, this is really fresh. Salt. And I buy these baggies. I get 50 bags for $1. Okay. Then I bought oil, a little one, because I haven't found the big one to my liking yet. And I bought 2 of these sprays because these really, if you start running out of oil, these sprays are great on a grill. And I bought this one little bag of cheese at 99 cents only. And somebody made a mention that this is not real cheese. And that is true. I am going to buy a big bag of cheese, but I like to keep one of these in the freezer just in case I might possibly run out of cheese and I need cheese on my broccoli. I bought this big can of raisins at Walmart. And I bought this shortening at Walmart. And then I like to keep a couple of these mashed potatoes, you know, just in case, God forbid, I should run out. And 2 bags of rice. Okay, and so then I knew I was going to do some baking. So here's what I did. I put all the things I need. I have spatulas, measuring spoons, and the spoon. And then as I made the lemon bread first, and so I washed the bowl and everything. Then I made and so it really wasn't too bad of a mess. Then I made the raisin bread, then I made the cookies, then I made the rice pudding. And so this is probably enough treats for a week. Okay, and now I'm going to start giving you a recipe. Okay, here is the soda bread. Some down here, sometimes I use nuts. And I was looking for this recipe for years and years and years. And let me tell you, can you get a close up? It's really good with this homemade jam and peanut butter. Okay, here's lemon bread. Okay, this is everything, both these recipes, everything you have in your stockpile. And that's why I like the big lemon. And I added 1 tablespoon lemon juice to make it more lemony to my bread. And this is really, really easy to make. Everything's in the stockpile. I like these recipes. Everything that you have already in the house. Okay, and here is the cowboy cookie recipe. I made half a batch. But what I did is I thought the batter was kind of dry, so I added 1/4 cup milk. And here I use 1/2 cup chips, 1/2 cup raisins, and 1/2 cup walnuts. So that is really good. And here is my rice pudding recipe right over here. And it's everything in the stockpile. I'm going to be buying big cans of powder milk when I find a deal that suits me. And this is nice, you know. Now let me give you my salmon patty recipe. This is the old-fashioned one. Here's the salmon patties right here. And so I used a small can of salmon, 1/2 dry breadcrumbs. And what I did is I added the eggs and the salt, and then I just added the milk little by little, about 2 tablespoons. Okay, and for the jam, I have half a bag of frozen fruit. I covered it with water. I like my jam kind of on the sour side. I added 1 tablespoon sugar. I cooked it down, mashed it with a fork, and then I turned the heat off, and I added some lemon juice. And one more note on the rice pudding. Instead of sugar, I used, for a big batch too, 2 tablespoons honey. So can you get one more shot of all my bakery goods? Okay, so I think that points you in the right direction on the stockpile. And I will be back with another weekly show next week, and God bless you all.